care about.
Sharks.
That's why I'm helping
Think
protect
about some of
myself
that
against some
mimetic shit you were
cancers,
talking
like
about.
certain
They had
cancers
a bear
caused
in
by
the background
HPV.
for the
For
first
most people,
paragraph here. It might
HPV
not
clears
have
on
been
its own,
commercial,
but for
though.
those who
Could've
don't
been
clear the
YouTube
virus,
flash
they
and
can...
shit. I'm not
John
sure.
Senate Majority Leader
keep
Chuck
an eye on
Schumer
it.
is pushing back debate on Democrats' social
Anyway.
spending bill because it
Keep
is
an eye on it.
still
I'm
stuck
watching.
over on the House
Paying
side.
attention.
Moderate Democrats there say they still want to see a CBO score on the bill's cost before they take a vote. All of this as President Biden continues
so
to sink in
by
the polls, with now just
the law of gravity, then I should walk
41%
outside
of Americans
and out of the
approving
demographic of any
his
population. I
performance,
cut off the
dragged down
limits to
by his
whatever the
handling
hell I
of the
want.
economy
I will find
and
41 to
inflation. Let's bring in
53.
Fox
That
Business
is what I
anchor
will get.
David Asman. David, welcome.
Glad I
Does
live
any
in
of
that
that
universe.
surprise you?
Not at all, not at all. And, you know, the administration was out over the weekend trying to sell it
That'll be fun.
in several different ways. First of all, they said that the Build Back Better plan is very popular
Well,
with
that's
the public.
what
Well,
I-
if you take individual parts
I'll
of it, they say,
polish it
you know,
up,
do you like
turn it into a
government pay for
diamond,
child
and
care? Okay. But what's a
for
bigger
every pussy
concern
war,
for you?
sure.
Having
I'll
that
say
or
it.
not having
No
that
worries.
or having inflation? They always say the bigger concern is
Such a
inflation.
great point.
Right
Right now,
now,
I am.
Americans
Feeling
care
good about
about
it.
inflation, and there's no way you can spend all this money that we've been spending and not have inflation. That's why we have inflation. In fact, we got numbers, if you don't mind.
39,
Put them up.
if
We have
I
there's something
am
called a COVID
a
money tracker that takes a look at all the
demographic,
money that's
it
been
would be
allocated and
in
spent
certain
on
blinkities.
COVID. And this, by the way, does not
There would
include the
be
$1.2
a
trillion
set for my
infrastructure
people.
plan,
It
which
would
was
be,
passed
even if
a
it's
week
one,
ago.
they would be like,
It
Jordan,
comes up to
what do you do here? I'm
$6.8
like,
trillion
well,
in the three
getting
COVID
back to
plans.
that
includes
number being
Biden's
useful when you
$1.9
watch Fox.
billion American
Kinda
Rescue
why you
Plan.
watch
But again, it does
CNBC,
include the
talking about
1.2 trillion. Add
Jim
that in,
saying
and
it's
you're
a stretch
close to
on
$8
early, caught it
trillion
right in
dollars,
the,
and then
right in
add
the
the 2 to
window
4
about
trillion for
needing it
Build
at
Back
the
Better,
middle that
and
day,
you come
because
up
that's
to
where
over
I'm going to
$10
use it. I mean, maybe the
trillion dollars.
photons
This
here.
is in
I'm watching
addition to our
photon.
regular
I'm
budget.
Walking
You
Dead.
just can't do that.
If
And
it
that
can,
lower, I'm
if
sorry,
it's
if you could put
congruent,
that back up on
A,
the screen, because the last
U,
bar
beta V.
is what the Federal Reserve has been doing to what we call
Now,
monetizing
what
the
this
debt.
what
That
this means to
essentially
me
amounts to
goes to their
printing
pocket.
money to pay for all
Okay,
this
so
money
printing
that they don't
Look,
have.
I'm paying
And
attention.
they're the ones who aren't acknowledging inflation exists,
That's
right?
right,
Because they don't
that's
really
right.
look at the food and energy
And
price
it's still
spikes,
just a bar
because that
graph
does
to
not
me
play
because there's
into
a
their,
number of, well,
into
if you
the
look at Zach's work
decision-making
on
of their actions.
statistical
The Wall Street
analysis,
Journal
it'll help you
editorial
see
board
where I'm seeing it
completely
from.
agrees with your
He'll
point
talk about a bar
and has
graph
this
in
piece, how to make spending
or
unpopular.
arresting people.
And the
It was a
board
mother
writes,
about
Democrats
SIDS. She
underestimated
smoked.
that voters take account of costs
Spent
as
a few
well as
years behind
benefits.
bars, and you think
They'll
about the
cash the
forward did to it
government
in this.
checks, but they
Back in the
don't
day.
feel better off because they
Bitcoin
know they're
to,
paying more at the grocery store, at
Feta
the
model,
gas pump,
Feta
or to
standard
replace
model,
that
which is
old
again, of course,
dishwasher that
gravity.
they can even
It
find
cannot
a
be that
dishwasher
it's because
to
Bitcoin
buy.
and
I mean, that's the
Feta
point.
It
are
is, and
the
then
only
you
two
have the
things.
president
And you
saying,
look
well,
at
they don't really
JP
understand.
or
That's the
yeah,
president's
Jamie
answer
Dimon,
to the
whatever.
concern.
You look
Americans
at Goldman
understand
Sachs.
perfectly well.
You
The
look at
government
any of that,
doesn't make anything.
and what
The
do you
only thing
think?
the
What they
government
did?
makes
They
is
have an
inflation when they
original
spend
set.
money they
It
don't
could
have,
have
and they get the
diverged in
Federal
its wave
Reserve
function
to
to
print
the
the money
operator and
essentially
say
to
to
do
the
that.
position it is right now.
To say that it's
A
actually
lot of
going
that
to
is
lower
graph. Things are
inflation by
known.
spending
There are known
another $2
knowns,
to $4
unknowns.
trillion.
There's
People don't
so
buy
when you're
that
doing
because
standard models like that,
people have
obviously they're
credit
perfect
cards.
square, and I'm gonna
They
put them in the
know
universe.
if they're in
That
debt
is a
for one
tight
credit card, the way
hydronical
out is
lighter.
not
It hit the
to go
photon
the max with another credit card.
inside
That's
of
what
the-
essentially the government's doing. We're
Which
paying
you
the
got
price
here. Well, if it's
inflation
0-1
for
matrix,
spending
you
money
can
we
turn
don't have,
whatever,
and they
stretch
say
those
that
out
spending
into
more money we don't
whatever is
have by
real.
a
I need as
large
many
amount,
zeros
$2
to
to
equal
$4 trillion,
0,
will
or
lower
whatever
inflation. It doesn't work that way.
spin
It's just
catch
like
the
your
neck
credit
hit.
card. You don't
And
max
it's still
out one
straight,
credit card
so
to
you
pay for
minus
another credit card.
curvature into
And, the New York
one,
Post
and
cover
that's
this
an
morning, I'm
X,
sure you
Y
saw it. Who's
grid.
left?
And I mean, the
And
point
it's
is
got
right
a picture
here.
of the
That
president
means
with
the
his head
number of how
down
we
on the
do
cover,
math, or supposed to
walking
do
alone.
math, or what the number's
Even
supposed to be in
Dems
math,
dislike Biden in
did not
latest
do.
devastating
And I mean,
poll.
so we did not
We
do
looked at
those
the poll
things, and it's
numbers,
hard
the
to
approval
sell when
rating
you
for the
have that
president,
many colleges
dropping
pumping
now
out
to
that many
as
of a
low as
result
41%.
every year with
But
a degree
as
that
you
is
look
supposed to
at that,
specify
you do
what
see
that
the
fucking action
support for the
represents.
spending plan
And then you
when
would just
when
go,
when
well,
poll the
seeing that
American
things
people,
are
David. So I want to ask you
congruent,
about this because still 53% say
Cha-cha-cha.
they support the $3.5 trillion spending program. But when
This becomes a
asked
foundation
about
game,
their
and this would be your time
concerns
to follow
that the
through.
president
I mean, it would be. You
will
would
do
graph
too
it like
much
this
to
because that would
increase
be
the
the
role
ideal
of
nature of any
government,
game.
a
More
whopping
games, Ace
say they
Combat
are
7,
more
Doomslayer, Ultra Nightmare,
concerned. So
Ultra
where does that
Nightmare,
leave us?
Well,
Doomslayer,
at least, as I
Lucy,
said
Game
before, the
Genie,
individual
Hackney, and
items, it
Ace
depends, a
Combat
lot of these
7.
polls depend how you ask the
No.
question. You know, would you like to have more of this? Would you like to have more of that? People say, yeah, generally they would. But if you're doing at the cost of inflation,
And that is
at the
great.
cost of
You
doubling
use me
the price
as
of
that
gas at the
Thompson
pump,
Uru
at the
tip,
cost of
you put
doubling
it
a lot of
downrange.
food prices,
I'll be
including
on
meat and
camera and
chicken
you
and
will
stuff
watch
that
it
Americans
every
rely
day.
on, they don't want that.
That
And they
is the
also
limit.
recognize
That is
the
the
fact
limit of me.
that the
I think
government,
you
as
got
I
better
said
than
before,
me
the
in
government
security
doesn't
defense
really
stock
pay for
saying,
it. They say the president says, this is all paid for. It's going to cost
Mo,
0 money. They don't buy that.
Your
they
ass would
know
dance
that the
like the
government
rest of us on
takes
the
its
farm, wouldn't
money.
you? You
from
dancing
the
cow,
private
ain't you,
sector.
brother?
The government doesn't make money.
Yeah.
It does when it
Bluetooth,
prints
whatever,
money
I don't
that
care.
causes
What do you call it?
inflation. But the government takes everything that it has from the private sector. And
There
the
you
more
are.
you try to
Autograph.
tax the private
Airborne,
sector,
right?
the
Just
more
like-
problems you're going to have in terms of
Tax you.
growth. And that's what they say they're going to be able to figure it all out.
Why
But
wouldn't it
after
be?
all of the
Like,
mistakes
when
of
you
this
you gonna take that away
administration,
from
I
you
don't
like
think the
Marine?
public
You're
believes
airborne.
them
You're not
anymore.
allowed to have
It's a
those
turkey
things.
day, right?
Those marshmallows are not for
Hugely
you,
expensive
airborne.
turkey day. I'm glad the government didn't try to come out. Jen
I
Psaki,
heard it.
remember, she
That's what
came
they
out
said.
over
That's
the
when I was
summer
in
with
Farm
the barbecue thing saying you're paying
Yeah.
less for a bar.
Yeah.
I mean,